Hey, all right, so we're in Costa Maya right now. It's December 6th, I think, and this is where the excursions all gather here. So we are doing a Mayan ruins tour today, and we're going to see what that's like. Normally we've not ventured outside of the Costa Maya pier, but this time we are doing an official ship excursion. The other times we've been to Costa Maya, it's been our last stop, so we just kind of stay at the pool or don't do a lot of adventurous stuff because we've done all that already. But this is our first stop on the Norwegian Breakaway right there, over there. And yeah, we're gonna see what the Mayan ruins have in store for us. So let's go. So when you leave the gathering area, you go for a short walk around the building to the place where the buses are. And when you get to the buses, of course, you hand your tickets that you got on the cruise ship to the driver. And he takes your tickets and they give you a little squirt of hand sanitizer and you get on the bus. The tour bus is pretty nice, I would say. It's in good shape. The air conditioner works good, pretty comfortable. And they give you a waiver to sign, and he collects the waiver, and he gives you a tour and a history of the area as you drive there. I think it's, as I remember, it's about 30 to 45 minutes or so to get there. And you see some interesting parts of Mexico that are kind of off the beaten path, I guess you'd say. But it was neat to see. And then soon you arrive at the ruins site that's called Chacchoben, I think is how you pronounce it, which is one of, apparently we learned like thousands of ruin sites in Mexico, but it's one of the more well-known ones. And yeah, so you get off the bus then, and they give you actually a bottle of water, which is nice to have because it can be warm, of course. And you gather at a gift shop, or kind of like the tour center, like where the tickets are. And they give you, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes to go to the bathroom and look around the gift shop or whatever. But then they give you a little talk. You get another guide or two that works for the ruins site that kind of helps keep you all together, because you're in a pretty big group of 1 or 2 busfuls of people. So then you go for a short walk down a path, and then he gave us more history and more description of what we're looking at. You come to the first pyramid, and it's quite impressive. It's neat to see. There is a little rope about 5 steps up that marks where you can't go up any higher, but they let you go up a couple steps and take pictures up there and touch it and all that stuff, and it's pretty cool to see. It's an impressive structure, to be sure. And they give you plenty of time to walk around and take pictures and do all that kind of stuff. And you keep walking around the grounds, and you just kind of keep coming to more pyramids and temples, and he tells you kind of some of the significance about what they did at these sites. And at this point, there were some monkeys in the trees above us, and they kind of commanded more attention than the tour guide, but they were pretty neat. They were kind of putting on a show. They would just like sprint up to the top and then kind of fall down to grab something. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were kind of putting on a show for us or just doing their monkey thing, but it was kind of fun to watch. And anyway, so yeah, the tour guide would, like I said, keep going into the history of the Mayan people and tell you all about what you were looking at all around you.
By the way, on the right-hand side, you're going to be able to see a chamber that has collapsed, and the doorway, the same thing on the left-hand side. You can even go there in a minute, okay? By the way, those used to be places where Mayan people used to leave offerings for their gods. Now, if you pay attention,
our guide was informative. He was certainly well knowledged. I think he'd said he'd worked at many Mayan sites, including Chichen Itza. He spoke with an accent, but you could easily understand him, and he was really nice. This was a pyramid that we got to climb a little bit more on. And some of the others, there was still a rope that you couldn't go all the way up, but you could climb around on this one. And the guide made himself available he wasn't just lecturing the whole time. He would stop and people could come up to him and ask him questions that they had. And super friendly guy. And then near the end, there was an area where you could climb up these stairs. You had to be a little bit fit, I guess, to climb the stairs. If you were disabled or something, you would definitely not be able to go up there. But then it was just kind of this nice big landscaped field of some more pyramids. I would say if you couldn't make it up there, it's not like a must-see thing. But it was cool to see. Like I said, the grass was really pretty there, and some of the tropical plants around were pretty neat. So we got some good pictures around there. And that was it. Then you went back to the gift shop and loaded back up on the buses. I think they gave you another water when you got back on the bus. And then you made the drive back. On the drive back, the guide stayed quiet and let you just kind of rest, which was nice because we were pretty tired after a pretty long day. And then as we were pulling into the pier, he gave a round of applause to the bus driver and all that good stuff. And yeah, we were back to the pier. We got back to the pier. We still had a little bit of time. You could walk around at the shops, and there was there was a pool there. You could splash in if you wanted to, or there wasn't a lot of time, and it was getting kind of late, so we just kind of walked around a little bit. Oh yeah, there was flamingos that were there. That right as we got there, they were rounding them up for the night, I think, and taking them inside. That was kind of funny, but. Anyway, all in all, the Mayan tour from Costa Maya was good. I would recommend it to anyone who's interested in history and Mayan history. It was informative and a good tour, and I'm glad we did it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.